Melbourne Cup without the crowds. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, because we're going to have a look at an article that my wife requested I look at. Because, well, she said, this is one I'll actually watch. It's to do with the Melbourne Cup, and how there will be no crowds at the Melbourne Cup. Now, the Melbourne Cup is the horse race that stops a nation, and some other cultures don't quite appreciate how important it is here in Australia. It really is. You know, every business closes pretty much for the Melbourne Cup. You know, you go to the lunchroom, they're running office pools, everyone has a bet on it. At school, teachers will struggle to work the television, or at least they did back in our day, so you could watch the Melbourne Cup. They even had kids, well, at least back in the 80s. I remember we were pretending to bet and gamble on the Melbourne Cup. Oh, back in the day, huh? You know, I think really we need a time machine, everyone. So it's a big part of the nation. Last time, a few years ago, when I started doing the networking more, I'd be invited to functions and events at the Melbourne Cup, as you do in business, you know, networking. And I remember one thing that really annoyed me, because I wanted to put a $50 bet on a horse just for the sake of it. I'm not at all anyone who has any understanding about, you know, horses, and, you know, they're people who like have spreadsheets and everything and know exactly what's going to happen. I just wanted to put $50 on just for the fun of it. And they wouldn't take my card. I wanted to use the card and they wouldn't take it cash only. So it's one of those businesses. How are they going to handle the cash ban? I guess it's to do with people unable to handle the gambling itch. So, you know, that's one side of Melbourne Cup. The other side is a whole lot of people getting dressed up, looking really nice, and getting absolutely maggot. They just drink a lot, and I think Baring has a few good videos on it where he's looking at all the people just getting completely hammered, completely drunk. Then, of course, you've got all the protesters that are coming out as well. That adds a whole other level of entertainment to it, and most of them, you know, don't know the full picture of things. So there we have it, guys. You know, the Melbourne Cup. But this year, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. There won't be the fashion in the fields. There won't be people turning up there, you know, to show off. Because there's going to be no crowds. Will it be the same Melbourne Cup? You think there could be, you know, an exception made, maybe to open up the city to allow this event, maybe a ray of hope for people. Andrews could have used the grand final. No, he failed at that. Now we could use the Melbourne Cup. Why not? Why not? It's not just for the rich. Everyone goes there and bogans it out with your cask wine and in your expensive suit. Why not? So, although, you know, me now, father of 5.1, Rachel, mother of 5.1, no chance we'd be going to the Melbourne Cup this year. I might be able to, you know, sneak away if it was a business thing, but even then, I'd behave too well. At least they've got Ubers now, so it's a lot easier to get home. So the famed Melbourne Cup Carnival will be held without crowds after the Victorian Racing Club conceded on Sunday. It will not be possible to welcome spectators because of the pandemic restrictions. VRC Chairman Amanda Elliott said the VRC had worked closely with authorities over the last few months and attended a comprehensive submission to the Victorian government detailing how the Victorian Racing Club could safely host small crowds within government and public health guidelines. So they had a plan in place. Well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? The club said it was now clear that none of this is possible. While we are very disappointed not to be able to welcome our members and racegoers to Cup Week, we understand the government's commitment to keeping our community safe. None of these businesses will ever speak out against it. Will they? We understand keeping our community safe. It's because we're all afraid. You know, probably the gambling, the alcohol causes more problems at these type of things. But that's, you know, we accept that. That's fine. We also recognize the need for certainty and clarity for our patrons. Being only 6 days out from Derby Day, Miss Elliott said, we're still in discussions regarding the potential return to the track for a small number of owners as is currently permitted in regional Victoria. Miss Elliott said the VRC would innovate to engage with absent audiences. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. What is certain is that the Melbourne Cup Carnival will go ahead with viewing audiences watching from across Australia and around the world, she said. Yeah, but it's not going to be the same. It's going to be kind of depressing because when you're watching it, you want to see the crowd. You want to see the people enjoying themselves. You know, you want to see the ugly and disgusting displays of drunken hooliganism around there, and usually stupid girls too. Not just the blokes, guys. It's all uniform down in Melbourne Cup. The spirit of Cup, maybe that's just me, what I enjoy seeing. Probably thinking, oh, I'm glad I'm not behaving like that. Probably because I can relate to it too well. The spirit of Cup Week, the high-quality racing, and the 160th running of the People's Cup will be enjoyed by millions. This year's Cup Week experience will be one to remember. Well, it certainly will be. It will certainly be remembered. We have worked very closely with our broadcast partners, Network 10, to make Melbourne Cup Week an unmissable event that you will celebrate from home. We've introduced a number of off-course initiatives, including delicious picnic hampers, a Myers Fashion on Your Front Lawn competition. Oh, what? Fashion on Your Front Lawn competition. So what, are you going to take a photo of yourself on your front lawn and send it in to get, hashtag Melbourne Cup? Okay. You know what those hat things that women wear? They're called fascinators. See, Rachel, if you're watching this, I do listen and I do occasionally pay attention. It's only taken me 10 years. But yep, guys, they're called fascinators. So for, your girlfriend or your wife asks you about them, or what you do is, beforehand you go, oh, honey, there's this front lawn competition. Are you going to wear a fascinator for that? Boom, instant brownie points right there. It'll be like you've been listening and you know what's going on. Take that one from Florian, guys, and, thank me later. The Lexus Melbourne Cup, the Race of Dreams, the digital race book, tipping, sweepstakes competition, trivia games, as well as all the background stories to the horses, trainers and jockeys who will be competing on the famous Flemington track. All of this is available on our new state-of-the-art interactive Cup Week website, accessible no matter where you are. Yeah, but it's not going to be the same. It's like a footy game, like a rugby game. Watching it on TV, on the telly, or even in a pub, it's very different actually going there and paying the $15 for your rum when you're watching it. In with the crowd, in with the atmosphere. It's different. How depressing is it watching a sporting event where there's no one in the stands? This could have been a path to, this is the journey out of restrictions for Dan, and he could have been standing up there, and there would have been the big banners of Dan there, right here, and it would say obey, but still it would have been good. There we go, perfect, and there we go. There's Dan, perfect there, perfect. Missed opportunity. The carnival starts on Saturday with 4 Group 1S, the Victorian Derby, Cantalina Stakes, Empire Rose Stakes, and Coolmore Stud Stakes. The Melbourne Racing Cup and Moonee Valley Racing Cup stages their feature Caulfield Cup and Cox Plate carnivals without crowds because of the pandemic. So there we have it, guys. What do you think? Do you think it'll be the same? Or do you think it's just a sad sign of the times and how Melbourne is restricted? They had a strategy in place with government guidelines. They were ticking the boxes. I mean, look at it. It's outdoors. Guys, sure, you could just reduce the number and have people, spread them out. It's outdoors. We saw at the protest that didn't do anything. Outdoors. But, got to listen to Dan. So what do you all think, everyone? Think it's a good thing? Will you be doing the fashion on the lawn competition thingamajig? I wonder if Rachel and the girls might actually do it. I think the girls would love it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Are you a fan? Do you normally go to the Melbourne Cup? Do you go to the races? What are you going to do this year? As always, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Kucoin. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use a gold pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.